Peach is not heavy, but she is extremely evasive, and it's hard to lock her down.
Nuggetz is evasive. Nuggetz is not a hold in. Nuggetz is playing back, having a fantastic time. So, all right, this is it. Grand finals of BSB pre-shine. Let's get it done. Already giving up so much stage, but that Peach gold from ledge, just like Wii Fit, you're not punishing it. You think you're punishing it?
Yep.
Nope.
It's not Wii Fit good, but it is very, very strong.
Yeah.
Getting her out of that situation. And Nuggetz using it very well there twice in a row. Also knowing that it just gets through a lot of Sora's pressure that otherwise would kind of option select certain ledge options.
I'm also curious to see if Toad has any merit edge guarding in this matchup.
It certainly can. We see it sometimes. Nuggetz does not like to use that move kind of unless he has to.
It can definitely sink you down a little bit too low.
Yeah, it's worrying to go for off stage. It's not the edge guarding tool that it was in Smash 4 for sure. But it is still pretty decent. Also, it'll catch things like if you want to Thundaga and you're too high above the ledge, or if you're up being onto the stage, that's where Toad can be super useful. Because unlike most counters, Toad does not scale with what you counter. It's always the same strength. So if you counter like a middle hit of up B, that's still the same strength as if you countered a smash attack.
Oh my god, what a turnip toss. Able to actually effectively punish a side B, comes back on with the back air. Somebody tried to plank. Somebody tried to do a funny little drop down double jump option from ledge and died for it.
And keeping himself safe against the shield as well. That up B, I believe, frame 7 out of shields. Peach Bear, if done perfectly, I think is -3.
Oh yeah.
All of Peach's aerials will be pretty safe on that. I believe forward air ducks under it, Nair and back air are just safe by frame data. So it's going to be hard to hit Peach with up B out of shield. Really, if you're going for that, you're reading that he's going to re-jump and do like Rising Bear or like Jump Away Float, stuff like that.
Nuggetz is looking clean. Nuggetz is cleanly pressuring damage output. Everything is just looking very, very consistent. And now Turnip at the ledge. Ooh, not able to connect, but still getting the hit from under the stage.
Those were some good side B angles for sure, but it did not really get unleashed out of the situation. He was still stuck in this corner here. Was able to get back on stage very briefly and just got sent right back off. Now we're right back where we started. Nuggetz about a full stock ahead.
Nuggetz just floating and waiting for the Unleash to get back on. I want to see some more high recovery attempts because you see how much you're able to mix it up. Gets back on, little counter, little kill. 129%, he got a lot of damage to make up.
Yeah, it's a rough situation, and even parrying that back air, what's Sora really going to do there? Maybe you get the F tilt 1, 2, 3, but that's not going to be a whole lot of damage or a big conversion.
Two turnip tosses, not able to get a third, forcing the recovery, and just slipping in between the hits. Nugget just needs one more hit to take the stock off.
So Unleash does get a little bit of damage here, but that back air is definitely going to kill. Nugget's almost a full stock ahead. And we're seeing fewer rare turnips than usual. Certainly something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
But he's used these turnips very well this game. Really keeping it Unleashed, uncomfortable at the ledge, uncomfortable in the corner, stuff like that.
Love that punish, too. That was excellent stuff, right? Like, big potentially reward if you do get hit by that down air. You can get some up airs off of that as well. Gets that down tilt, big stuff in front of you. Wow.
And
good
I
damage.
like him going for that back air as well, because we've seen, you can in that situation get like an up air, land on the platform, and another up air to get like 3 up airs total. And it'd be a little more damage than what he did, but what he did instead, still got some damage and got Unleashed in the corner, where Nuggetz has been so strong.
What a punish, too, with that down tilt. Excellent spacing. Alright, tries to come back on with the forward air. Easy does it. Turnip forcing the high recovery, backs off in response to the Thundaga. Doesn't get the chase down, but they're going to in hand again. Wow.
We caught the turnip with that as well. Just such good pressure coming out from Nuggetz. Catches him there. Last side B will connect with the ledge, but this is a rough spot for Unleashed, and he will not escape the corner. Nuggetz 2-stocks him to take game 1.
That was a lot more of an aggressive Nuggetz than I feel like we've seen up until this moment.
Yeah, for sure. I think, we often see him kind of like, once he gets you really uncomfortable, all of a sudden he'll switch things up and go aggressive. But that was almost a whole game of it there. Really being aggressive in closer ranges than we often see him play.
Yeah, for sure. So, going to be going on to game 2, trying to think about what could have happened a little bit better. I think there's a tale of 2 damage outputs.
Yeah.
Nuggetz good, Unleashed, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Sora certainly has the potential to do big damage, but Peach is hard to combo. And Sora's not particularly.
And Nuggetz' ledge trapping was also just that much better that game over Unleashed, right? Which is toss turnip to be able to cover side B, and then always standing at goal distance, no plank attempts, always getting caught, getting back onto the stage. Even though Nuggetz didn't get a lot of edge guarded kills, it was still edge guarded damage.
And, he'll take that edge guard damage for however long it takes before he gets that kill. It doesn't feel like you're getting edge guarded if you die to, a ledge roll punish at 160. Yeah. But he got, 80 or 90 of that damage from that edge guard sequence, and that's what makes him so scary to play against. You get hit once, all of a sudden you're just there forever.
Yeah, big boy dash attack, coming back in with the down air. Tries to go for the cross up with the back heel. 1, 2, 3. You can keep on pressing that button because that thing is fast and safe. And oh boy, Peach needs it.
Yeah, Peach pressures like a fighting game character in a lot of ways, and I don't mean like a Ryu or a Ken in Smash. I mean like a Guilty Gear character or a BlazBlue character. Like, there's so many buttons coming out that are so fast and so safe, and almost any of them can be tick throws.
Yeah.
So like at any point in time, you got to be like, oh, am I going to get grabbed by the character with throw combos and eventually a kill throw? Like, just so much to worry about, and it's also why he gets so many hits with those bears in quick succession, stuff like that just like makes his pressure so good.
That turnip toss was phenomenal. It just like
So
sort
good.
of stopped Unleash's approach, but up smash, able to kill even on Town and City. Daisy is light.
Daisy very light, also very floaty, so dies early off the top. Definitely could make a difference, especially on a big stage like this on Town, the highest ceiling on the legal stages. Sora up smash very strong, just able to power through.
Yeah, now Nuggetz is struggling to get it. Turnip in hand, not able to get past the Blizzaga, but did the back heel hit into the turnip? Is that what happened?
Yeah. I'm not sure it would have killed without it, but it would have been certainly very close. Town, pretty small side blast zones. I'm
wow.
curious about the stage pick. I feel like the blast zones are definitely something that help Peach a lot. The stage layout itself can definitely be good for Sora as well. So
Yeah.
interesting to see how the stage affects this game.
And you see Sora not able to get away with like neutral air dodge and back down. Right? Peach is able to keep up with the pace. And then punish it because of how long it takes for them to land.
That parry somehow still parried that back air all the way over there, which is really funny to see. As big as that back air hitbox is, also your shield hurtbox expands when you're parrying, like the things you can parry a little bigger. So, see a very silly looking thing there. We see Unleash with a full stock lead here after losing game 1.
Doesn't get the chase down, call out with the back heel. I like the idea nonetheless. Neutral air, doesn't combo.
Grab probably gets you more damage there, but he'll take the punish for sure. Get the turnip out of it.
Damage is damage. Okay, gets back on, tries to push it with the dash attack, dash back, dash attack yet again. But Unleashed movement's a little bit too ambiguous to keep him down.
And Trey loves that dash attack. He'll certainly use Peach's dash attack in situations where you might not expect it, and it's not always the best choice, but it certainly keeps people on their toes in a range where otherwise they're not as afraid of Peach because you're just out of the
Ooh,
burst
what a
range of
side.
float.
He's so confident and yet not confident enough to be able to get that stock off. Unleashed makes it back onto the ledge. Okay, waiting. Have to go for a bit of stage control. Oh my god, this
That was
pressure.
a little too high pressure for that, but so much damage coming out here that all of a sudden Nuggetz was way behind in this game. It was looking kind of like it was kind of running away from him. Now he's got a Stitch Face, he'll kill if it hits.
But the question is, can he even get it to connect in time?
Almost.
Wow, Unleashed backs off just enough to be able to get it. Jumps, float cancels back on. Rising back.
That. Lands with the float cancel, able to double jump, or rather re-jump back air. And that's it's the exact timing that you let your guard down. It's like, okay, maybe I'll option select a parry here, and I'll get away from Peach after she lands. But instead, it will take that stock. And now, this is doable.
Peach combos.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, 487 with no turnip. You know what? Nicely respectable. But alas, Town and City landing a little bit too unsafely. That is going to be the back heel. It is now 1-1 in 11:54 p.m.
Yeah, if Trey wins 2 really fast games, we probably get out of here before midnight. Other than that,
3-minute games
yeah.
with Peach Sora.
yeah, probably not.
Not happening. Yeah.
Probably not, and really not with Nuggetz against anyone. Even the people who he absolutely runs over, it's like 4 minutes per game.
Again, this is not me saying I want the set to end. We just got to wake up. We have a 10
We're
a.m.
going to see you
doubles.
really soon if you're watching Shine, yeah?
Yeah,
This is the 3rd Shine in a row that I'm commentating 10 a.m. day 1.
really?
Yeah.
This is my first Shine ever. I'm starting the tradition.
It's a good time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It starts early.
Small battlefield.
So,
How do you feel
small
about the stage
battlefield.
choice?
It's a good Peach stage. I think Peach's best stage, generally FD.
Yeah.
That's almost certainly banned. No one in this region lets Nuggetz have that stage anymore. Beyond just Peach being good there, he's so good there.
Yeah.
But I like this pick. I think that it doesn't give Sora the benefits that we've seen him use on like Hollow Bastion or even like a Smash Ball kind of thing, where he really controls that space under that middle platform so well. Having the platforms more spread out here means that for Sora to take control under a platform, he's going to be getting up center stage unless he's actively ledge trapping you. So I do like the stage pick here.
Like the downer to come back on, just catching whatever the Unleashed was covering at that point. Up smash. No, not close enough to whip punish in time. If it don't work once, just do it again. 5-head.
I guess the quick combo there late in the air does still come into the dash attack if you fast fall with it fast enough.
Okay, I love the overshoot. The spacing was actually like immaculate from Unleashed. Goes back off with the Thundaga. Good wait. It's what float gives you. You can wait. You can chill out.
Wait for so long, and it definitely helps Nuggetz stay safe in a situation like that. Oh, and the fair one F smash. Terrifying combo. Sora has the sword version of Kirby's combo there. Makes it a little scarier since he's, you know, not limited to Kirby forward air range.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that first stock off, so this game's certainly closer than the last one right now, but starting to really tack on this percent with the stock lead.
Again, it just comes down to whether or not Nuggetz can close. Game 1, yeah, Nuggetz can close. Game 2, not so much. Game 3, well, can you actually get Sora into a kill percent for you? That dash attack, excuse me, again with that coverage.
And I think this is sort of where we run into, like, the intricacies of this matchup, and sort of one of the, not exactly weaknesses, but like one of the only inconsistencies of Peach is that she has very good kill power, but the lack of like super consistent kill setups. You know, her kill throw kills very late. She does not have kill confirms, except for like very specifically down tilt up air at like very small percent window. She has to find a raw hit to kill you. She has a ton of ways to do it. It's certainly not a weakness of hers in any conventional way, but it's something you can potentially avoid if you're only playing to keep your stock. We've seen a lot of that this set. But Unleashed did eventually lose that stock here, and Nuggetz really starting to bring this back on the second stock.
Good coverage, good wait. Maybe trying to like some sort of an like out of shield option from Unleashed. Wasn't able to get it. Little two up toss has effectively made up the damage and falls out and is able to air dodge to save.
Just barely gets out of that up B. That B probably would have killed from that high up on screen.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that downer definitely a mistake. You have to hold down to float. So that's definitely supposed to be like float and then unhold down and then hit neutral air.
Drag down downer into jab is
but yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. Unfortunately, didn't get the maximum punish out of that and does lose the stock first, but certainly this is not out of the question for Nuggetz. He's not far behind. Just needs to find this kill relatively fast.
Yeah, okay, backs off, gets that back in. Lovely, lovely stuff. Fantastic neutral B. Unleashed, not using up any air dodges, not using anything up. How do you get back down? Flow cancel.
That was interesting, but it worked out for Unleashed. Oh, Nuggetz wanted to swing at the Blizzaga with the forward air. Didn't quite get up past the platform, but has not taken much damage yet. If he can secure this stock here, it's basically an even game, and yeah, only 24% down.
Okay, there we go. Oh, missing that tech is a little bit brutal, but committing to a dash grab like that, just as much so.
I really like the neutral get up from Nuggetz there. At that point, if you're at that range trying to reaction tech chase, the neutral get up is going to be the hardest thing to react to, just the fewest amount of frames. So doing that into an immediate jump is going to get you out of so many of the potential punish options.
Ooh, such a nasty place to be in. Good wait. Nuggetz is exhibiting like so much restraint, right? Maybe not afraid of a back air. Just like, dude, I gotta wait past this counter, and I live.
Yeah, and you'd see so many Peaches go for side B there, and you'd see Nuggetz go for it in a lot of matchups because it's really hard to edge guard from that position. But he knew Sora has that potential for the counter.
Wow, what a combo! But that's only gonna be the late hit.
Even.
Comes back on. Doesn't get the back air. Good punish, but the timing on that can be so tight.
A few too many pummels there from Nuggetz. Goes for 3 pummels at 39%, not quite going to work out. And now he's in a bad spot here, down nearly 100% and off stage against Sora. That time I do like the early side B. No reason for Sora to go out there when Nuggetz still had float available.
Nuggetz being so patient back onto the stage. Oh, Peach, go for the ledge.
A little late on that. He was in position even to punish it that time. Just didn't react in time.
Gets that jab. Once again, just comes back on, waits. Love the air dodge just in case of the counter. Comes back on with the forward air, and going to be getting hit with the falling up air.
Yeah.
This is going to a game 4. Oh my god, if this goes to game 5 at a bracket reset.
Yeah, that's just what I'm expecting at this point. So yeah, that's game 4. Game 4 now with Unleashed up 2-1. 1 game away from resetting. We're going to run it right back to small battlefield. I'm okay with that. I think this was a perfectly good stage for Daisy. It's a perfectly good stage for the matchup. And it worked out fine. It was going decently well for Nuggetz, just wasn't able to secure that kill second stock, really.
I will say the recoveries from Nuggetz are like actually optimal. I do think the adaptation Unleashed needs to make, though, is like going for more back airs off stage, because in like the same like positions where you could either thread in with counter or back air, we are seeing Nuggetz only just go for like up B.
Yeah, and we see an unfortunate combo drop there from Nuggetz, but yeah, it's definitely, we're seeing like either delay up B or immediate side B being the go-to options for Nuggetz. Back air will really beat out the delayed up B, while also beating out potential like early side B if it's not early enough. So that's definitely something we could see added there. Also the sort of the advancing neutral air or forward air to kind of carry someone into the blast zone. We've seen it in some other matchups from Unleashed tonight.
Okay, took it up in hand, backs off a little bit, doesn't get the forward air, back to a bit of stage control.
Great movement around that Thundaga. Just barely able to avoid that, but the air dodge goes too low. And Unleashed has a stock lead here in the crucial game 4.
And every time Unleashed has had a stock lead, that is a game Unleashed would win.
Yeah, it's been a super important part of these games to take the first stock. I think Peach really a character who's very dependent on that a lot of the time. Sora can be as well. These are characters that really could run away with their leads.
Okay, chance to come back on with the foil. Not going to be able to get it. Took it in hand yet again. Oof, Nuggetz has not been able to initiate it. Oh no!
Ooh, he's dead. All right, so at this point, Nuggetz just gotta be, you know, it's not out of the question to make this comeback, but this is gonna be really rough. At this point, you know, looking forward to the next set most likely. Knows he can still take this. Had some really unfortunate situations this game. Kind of a forced SD into a very unforced SD. And,
oh wow, going through the platform with that too, that was like so tricky. You forget it can do that. It can.
Yeah, for some reason.
He needs it.
Sure. All right, dot aisle hurts. Still not going to kill here at 162. That jab was definitely unintentional.
I mean, you're right about the like hit thing. You need to like bait with the movement, which is a little bit tricky at times. But now, okay, to get up in hand, how do you make it out of the corner? The jump going to be called out by the spinning hitbox that is Sora. Big backers.
Yep. Nuggetz not going to go for, doesn't go for the super optimal one, the back air turnaround down tilt. That is super hard to do. It is the back air rising back air. At least gets safe on hit by, you know, once you're above 0 and doesn't get that extra percent. But at this point, he needs all the help he can get. Almost 2 stocks down still. Needs to really build up this percent quickly, get an early kill, and then try to just play neutral for a long time.
Yeah, big hits of side B. Comes back on with the back kill. Is that going to be the game? Not quite. Oh, fades back and able to still make it back onto the stage, but here at 153, Sora can sneeze on you when you die.
Yep, he will whiff punish that counter with the turnip, but up B will kill anywhere on stage at this point pretty much. We'll see the up smash kills with the up air kill, back air kill, so many choices. You get this edge guard ledge trap maybe, but no, gets get up attack there.
Okay. I mean, this movement, phenomenal. But the question is it a little bit too late this game? Probably.
Probably. He does move to last stock at least. Anything is possible last stock. You know, maybe we see a Stitch face, maybe we see a Bob Bomb.
Goodbye.
Back throw, I don't think kills. Up throw not quite going to kill. But we're getting to the point where back throw will kill anywhere near ledge. Went for the smash forward, rolled a ledge, back throw, not going to connect.
Okay. Oh,
that's
there
a kill.
It is. Okay.
We are going to a reset. Ready for one more?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
12:03.
One more set tonight, everyone. Or rather, one more set this morning. Nuggetz and Unleashed. Unleashed taking it 3-1. Probably 3 to 5 more games of Peach Sora. Highly doubt we'll see anyone else.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That was 2 unfortunate stocks.
That was
a
really
tragedy.
rough game 4 for Nuggetz. You know, he definitely could have had that game 3, and to come back game 4 and have that happen is really difficult.
Anyways, game 1 of the bracket reset. Let's get back into it.
PS2, pretty neutral stage, I think. I understand this being the starter.
And now Nuggetz coming in with the damage output.
Good
58%. Did not have it last set, but bringing it back in this one. Showing so many signs of life.
And it's really good to see Nuggetz hitting these long, extended combos. When he, as I was talking about before, you know, once he has that as like firmly a part of his game, he doesn't really have any holes in his game anymore. That was, for years, that was kind of the only thing we talked about, that he wasn't quite good enough at yet. And now that he's added that into his arsenal, he really is just such an all-around player. You've got to be so on point to beat him.
Okay, just able to float nice and gently back onto the stage. And yet again, this advantage continues. But the same issue as before, but Nuggetz doesn't close out stocks.
He does have Sora at 150 this time, though. This is much higher than we've seen in the past. That shot's not going to kill those Sparks Fly a lot. But the back air will take it. Whiff punishes the second hit of side B. And this is now a pretty solid lead as he floats around those Thundaga hitboxes very well.
2 down is, but doesn't get the falling up pick, dealing a little bit too much knockback horizontally. Definitely needed to, you know, just like fading into
forward air would have comboed there. Falling up air a little too out of range with Rage and someone who's as floaty as Sora. But he is still a stock ahead here, not getting punished too hard for that interaction. And any damage he can tack on from here is great. I like the delayed float in air, make sure he picks up on that as well.
Okay, big tune-up toss, but not safe enough on hit. Unleashed just going to be catching it. Tries to land back down. Oh, buddy.
And I love the way Nuggetz is baiting out those up Bs, because Peach has a very good way to punish them. Not quite able to get that one as Sora fades away too far. And the up smash will take it, but 78% extra credit. Pretty solid place here for Nuggetz.
Oh, yeah. Okay, running in though, just end up getting either like the shield poke, or maybe just like jumping out of shield a little bit too unsafely. Goes through the Thundaga, gets back onto the stage. Nuggetz just jumping over, Doesn't get anything off that up B. I don't think it was that good of an idea. You need to side B after.
Probably not, yeah. Probably go in for just like up B and then side B around to sort of mix up the landing. But yeah, almost 100% down at this point. Really going to depend on if Nuggetz can find the kill move. He's getting to the danger zone. If that had connected, that would have killed. But Nuggetz will catch that roll and take second stock.
Only 71% though, so Sora's not going to be able to kill anytime soon, you know, unless you get like a F smash at the ledge.
Yeah, certainly Sora does technically have kill options percent, like that one. That was the one I was going to mention. And he finds it. That's huge. Because now we're dead even.
Yeah, all of that lead that was built up in the beginning. Rendu totally moved by Unleashed. Now we're totally dead even. Down tilt into a couple of back airs, 3 back airs. God, I wish that was me able to have a turnip in hand. Wow.
Big damage turnout from Nuggetz. Does have a slight percent lead here. But I think one of the things we see from Sora, the damage per hit, surprisingly high. Like his combos and strings hurt more than they look like. And we see, that's why we see here, Unleashed with a couple of hits there as Peach grab is so bad.
It's tough.
It's really small. Has the percent lead slightly here and now is very even on game 1 of this reset.
Oh my god, one of the Thundagas actually ended up connecting, but doesn't go out there for the counter in time. That would have been it. You had the timing, catching somebody DIing in, but up air does not kill quite yet. Spot dodge, somebody tried a down smash.
Grab, beating down smash there, just barely catching that before it comes out.
Imminent doom.
Very tight there, down smash almost certainly would have killed. Great counter, does it kill? Yes, it does. And Unleashed takes game 1 of the reset. That's 4 in a row.
Late hit neutrally, counter, killed from center stage at 100. Damn, that's tough.
That's quite a counter. I'm telling you, those DLC counters.
It's like they like
all of them. Joker, Sephiroth, Sora,
yeah.
Crazy.
It's like they saturated. They had like a knob, right? They had like some sort of like a dial, and then they just like left it tuned up to 11, and you're like, whoa, if we gotta, you know,
Did
tune
we
it back
do
down.
that? Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
It's fine. Ship it. Ship it. All right, game 2, the bracket reset. That's going to be Unleashed up 1 game, make it a comeback. Again, when it comes to this kind of a matchup, a lot of the way that Peach gets kills is through edge guards, and she's so good at it too with her float. This is the one matchup you can't do that in.
Yeah, there's not a lot of characters that you really just can't outrun at all with Peach. This is definitely one of them if they play their cards right.
Like this and Bayo.
We see basically, we see basically Nuggetz get his kills either through edge guards or ledge trapping. Now, I will say, luckily for him, he is more reliant personally on the ledge trapping part of that, which you can certainly still do to Sora. But taking away those edge guards altogether is certainly a big deal, because we really only see it with turnips at very high percent.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, but going to be swatted by that one turnip. Has to make it back onto the stage. Is going to be able to do so successfully. Dashing, shielding, waiting, and that grab a little bit of a commitment, yeah?
So the damage adding up here from Unleashed, though, fell behind a little bit early on, but not letting Nuggetz get one of those trademark early stocks where he just doesn't get hit for like a minute.
What a counter.
Ooh, boy.
Call out and a half.
What? And that is the only way he could have punished that. Beautifully done from Unleashed. That was auto-cancel height, so if he avoids that, Peach is going to auto-cancel and be safe. If he shields it, Peach bounces too far away to punish, but parries it and gets the up smash. An
only way you could actually
call-out
punish that.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else he can do. Maybe a Rising Fair works on regular shields.
Oh gosh,
but that was so beautifully done.
Neutral get up now being caught. Finally is going to whip that counter though. Yep.
So even on stocks now, but Unleashed still with a percent lead. And that is it's a rough situation for Nuggetz. He will survive, takes a lot of damage. Doesn't get as much of a punish as he could have there. Maybe a float up air could have gotten him a little more there.
Yo, counter is paying the bills for Unleashed right now. Like, already
really
so many of them have landed successfully. So many of them have just been like an excellent like pointing option to be able to deal with Peach mashing.
That was huge there that Nuggetz got the last hit of that down air. Down air, forward air combos for longer if you hit only the last hit of down air, because you don't have those hits to pop them up earlier. So Sora being as floaty as he is, plus all that rage, probably wasn't going to connect there, but he is able to get that combo because of that. However, that's the up B, and Unleashed really in control of this set now.
Oh yeah. Waiting a little bit, waiting a bit. Trying to go through the falling up which could potentially start it off into a bit of a combo.
Not quite that much lag on the side B. Maybe he was looking for a side B2 to come out, or maybe he thought he would get there in time.
There's the up B, and finally gets that side B as well, 24%, and has Peach stuck in a corner, is going to be able to continue this pressure. Tries to go for the up smash anti, hold it a little bit longer, that would have connected.
It's starting to look really rough for Nuggetz here after, you know, a pretty clean run through winner's bracket. he is now on the verge of losing 5 games in a row in Grants. I think he's only lost, 1 or 2 games all day before this.
Unleash is playing. Unleash is having a good time, throwing out every single safe hitbox that he can physically muster. Mobilizing up there, he doesn't get the second one. Throws out a couple more neutral beats, just backing off a little tiny bit, chipping and chipping away at this damage, but what a space jab.
That was really smart there, and this is going to be... Oh, up there one up smash. I don't think that's true, but that's a great mix-up there.
I think
Nuggetz
Unleash
does
did
bring
dodge.
this back. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. And that's some good damage. All of a sudden, we're almost tied.
And that's
This was
it.
looking solidly in Unleashed's favor before. Nuggetz not able to get that conversion, keeping Unleashed at the ledge for a long time, taking the percent lead.
Unleashed has not had second stage in a long time. What are you trying to do? Grab that button. Of all buttons, Peach is always jumping and moving away after. She's never holding shield.
Well, Unleashed really looking for that air dodge in. Certainly a reasonable panic option to guess in that situation, but Nuggetz not giving it to him. We're going to keep going here.
Catching the fade back there. Okay, both of them holding shield and rolling back on, but it is Nuggetz who guesses correctly, gets that back here off.
Nuggetz is so good at punishing rolls. It's just so scary because Peach pressure, often the
kill.
only way out of Peach pressure is to roll through it.
Yeah.
And then he's always ready for it. It just feels like he can't escape.
Doggo almost
That might
connected.
do it.
That up B is not going to be able to kill either. Yeah,
Good
no,
DI to the
little-
corner.
Oh no.
Good delay there as well. Nuggetz has brought this back. We're still tied, about 0.1% apart.
Okay, and dodges back onto the platform. They're both like 0.1% away. That's it.
Is that it? That is it. Crosses him with bad DI as well. Nuggetz takes game 2. We're 1-1. We're going to at least 4 games of this reset.
Oh,
You all right there?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. It's 1-1.
Yeah. 2 or 3 more games. We'll see if he leaves Hello Bastion open.
I don't know what happened like the second and third stocks for Unleashed, but I feel like the majority of the time was spent at the ledge in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Unleashed was just not able to kind of do Sora things.
Yeah, and that's, that's Nuggetz' strong suit. He's so strong, keeping you in the ledge, keeping you in the corner. And it's, a situation where even if he lets you off the ledge, he'll let you get away with a neutral get up or a get up attack sometimes, but he won't overcommit to punish something else, and he'll still be there keeping you in the corner with your back to the wall. And you feel like you're trapped there forever. We saw so much of that as he brought that game back. Was down almost a full stock, brought it all the way back to take that game. It's a Saturn
The
first
boy.
appearance of the boy here in top 8.
Yeah, there he is. He's chilling on platform. He's having a fantastic time. If somebody tosses him away, I'm going to be...
Aw,
God damn it.
too bad.
Oh my god. Anyways, coming back down aggressively, getting a little bit of hits in. Nuggetz now just has a pretty comfy lead.
Yeah, I think this is a matchup where Saturn is not going to be as useful as it will for some characters, because there's a lot of characters that really like to hold shield against Peach like all the time. Sora really only does that as a last resort. He wants to be up there contesting you in the air.
He's jumping and swinging. He has
Yeah.
no time for Saturn whatsoever.
Nice spot dodge there, gets the F tilt 1, 2, 3 to punish. This is dangerous, but good float, still kept his float there. Keep himself safe, and Unleashed brought the percent lead back, but Nuggetz holding on to the stock importantly there.
Okay, gets that forward in. Establishes stage control. Going to be looking through this next turn of toss. Not going to be able to get it. Backs off back here.
Spacing, just missed the sweet spot though. We'll get him off stage though, and this is a good situation for Nuggetz. Any sort of, forward air, sweet spot back air, even sweet spot in air will kill at ledge. And there it is, catches the startup of side B. Nuggetz has a stock lead.
Dashing, 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 looking through this next big opening. Unleashed waiting, and doesn't get the up
Almost.
smash that time. It is a guess. It is a guess.
It is a guess. And we see, we see stuff like that with all kinds of characters. We've seen it for basically all of Smash history with Yoshi Egg. We see it in this game with some berries. We see Wii Fit and K-Roll with some combos, combos out of guessing when people will pop out. It's it's the kind of thing that is worth going for because they're just not going to get punished.
Down at 43%. Opts for the turn of toss that time. Covering space. Big damage.
Big damage. Taste the rainbow here as we got a 91% lead, or -7, I suppose, but a very big lead here on the second stock for Nuggetz.
Yeah. Okay, Unleashed pops out another Thundaga.
I like the positioning on that Thundaga. It was a situation where you could have realistically expected a panic option, or an air dodge, a mash out, a double jump cancel fast fall. And Unleashed is being very patient, putting Thundaga in a place that would be awkward to deal with and unpunishable pretty much. And now he does have still a bit of a deficit, but he's brought this back to some degree. Really going to be up to who gets the stock next. It's a good late nair there.
Gets a dash attack off. A little bit of a turn of toss. Backing off. They're both just being so patient. Lands with a forwarder. Backs off. Can't whiff punish dash attack in time. Now, there it is, yeah.
Yep, good punish. That would, that's a good call out against, Nuggetz floating away there, looking to space the backer. But Nuggetz just waiting in shield. He knows that he's got time. Doesn't need to be that afraid of Sora coming off the platform with anything. So just holds shield, waits it out, punches the Thundaga, and takes the stock lead.
Really good early dodge again, just always being so cognizant of that counter, always just doing everything he can to be able to successfully avoid it. Nuggetz has to make it back onto the ledge yet again, makes it back nice and safe, doesn't push in when he doesn't need to.
Going a little too much. I think he thought it would be a hard nair, but still gets the advantage off of it. Gets a down tilt punish as well.
Yeah, all those rainbows, it's not even June anymore. Oh my goodness. Gonna be going through those back heels, doesn't land a single one of them. Downer, waits, gets back over the ledge. Really good ambiguous side B, and no with punish in time.
Forward air looked like it might cross up, it just barely didn't, and therefore Unleashed was able to get that grab, and the back throw just barely kills on Town and City there with the smaller side blast zones. So Unleashed does bring us the last stock, which means anything is possible. But Nuggetz in a good spot here in terms of the percent lead.
Oh yeah. Getting a little bit too preoccupied, right? Just getting a little too gung-ho with the neutral B.
Ooh, probably could have gotten an up air guarantee. Goes for the forward air punish, but still definitely works out for Nuggetz. He's in a good spot here. Unleashed with his back to the wall, almost 100% down.
That's that forward air, not going to be able to kill from center stage, but it sets up into the edge card.
Oh, and I love them Unleashed delaying until you can move the platform, but not able to get down off of it. And now, after losing 4 straight games, falling behind in the 5th game, Nuggetz won 2 in a row, and he's the one on tournament point.
Side bets if this goes to game 5.
Oh, I mean, it has to, doesn't it?
It has to. It's going to be poetic if it doesn't.
It feels like it has to. I know that first one was 4, but it feels like it's got to happen.
Yeah, we're already like this deep in, like whatever. We're going to make it happen. So, game number 4, Nuggetz is now up 2-1 on Unleashed in this bracket reset. Definitely picking up some momentum. Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Gonna stick with the Sora. We're not seeing the Banjo come out. He has had success against him with Banjo before. We have seen his Banjo take sets off Nuggetz before. But his Sora's been playing extremely well today, so I like him sticking with this. He's gotten out of some sticky situations for sure. A couple of game 5s and losers, then a game 4 set in the run back with Hat. And then, of course, he won that first set 3-1 here. So this is definitely winnable.
Yeah,
he thought he had double jump. That is a rough start for Nuggetz.
This is it.
Certainly looks like we're going 5 here unless Nuggetz makes a big comeback, but he doesn't have Stitch Face to do it.
Stitch Face on deck. The question is, can you actually get that off? Can you actually get a little something going? Oh, buddy. Take 86 off of 3 hits.
Goodbye. Not going to kill yet, but this is a bad spot.
That's so funny.
Good tech, but he took 120 from that interaction. So
that was like
very
the game
early
saying,
SD.
That early SD was just like, you know what, we got you.
Yeah, sometimes the Smash Gods smile down upon you. For Nuggetz, they do it all the time.
Okay, Nuggetz though going to be eating a big back to go. Going to be sent yet again off stage. Uh-oh, somebody's in a bit of a nasty position. Back down
here coming out. Is he going to be able to recover? He is. Sora, I don't know why I'm asking. So, about a full stock lead, if Nuggetz can get this stock off, it's not the worst situation for him. But it does certainly seem like we're likely to go to game 5 right now still.
That's like that game 4.
That was so good, yeah. Nair 1-2, and then a delayed fastfall for a grab.
Okay, looking for anything.
We're trying to stuff that out with back air, not quite able to get it.
But again, if you let shield camping against Peach, look how much you can get away with.
Good timing on that side B to get through there, but not able to get the kill, and not even able to get away from the ledge, as Unleashed is 1 stock away from taking us to a game 5. To the surprise of absolutely nobody.
Yeah, this had to happen. All right, Unleashed, backing off, looking for that dash attack, coming back in with the side B, good be eating it back to the face. Now with another turnip on deck, looking for this next opening, gets a spot touch, but no punish.
Yep. And this will at least be a grab, not getting anything bigger than that.
And it backs off stage. Down yet again, jumps nice and safe into the forwarder. Yep, classic.
So Nuggetz certainly getting some damage on here, but this is still rough for him. That early SD really costing him, even with the Stitch giving him such an instant comeback.
Yeah, and it's just like not being able to close after having dealt 120.
Yeah, and we see how evasive Unleashed can be. Certainly just really tough to avoid him, or to find him rather with these kill moves. The Tomahawk up smash not going to work, but I like the idea.
Yeah, it would have been like a nice way to catch like a jump,
Yeah, but jump away, rising bear, anything like that. And I like him going for back air more as well. Definitely would have killed there and ended the game. Doesn't get punished too hard, just gets some mid hits in the parasol.
Alright,
Unleash
that
still in the full stock ahead.
What a
Nice.
wait.
There it is.
Game 5.
We're here. There can only be one more game.
Yeah. It keeps happening. I don't know how like Nuggetz is like losing so many of these stocks so early.
Yeah, it's been rough for him to hold on to these stocks for long periods of time.
Alright, game 5. Hopefully no SDs on behalf
Not
of
much left to say about
Nuggetz.
this matchup.
Yeah, I
We've
think
seen a lot of games of it by now.
9 games of Sora,
We've seen
Peach.
Sora for
You do start running out of things to say, huh?
we've seen Sora for 14 plus 8. Yeah, we've seen Sora for 21 out of the 22 games that Unleash has played. So 21 of the last 22 games have been this character. The one exception with the one Banjo game.
But this is it. This is do or die. A lot
it.
of money on the line. Alright, backing off, trying to go through that down air, not able to land.
It's interesting to me that we see the Town and City counterpick. This
Oh,
has been a
this is it.
Sora counterpick for a
Down
lot
B.
of tonight.
But backs off. That would have been the time to down B. Peach was like running out of options.
Definitely, that was one of the rare situations where Peach was actually running super low on resources. But doesn't go for it. Now it's been in a pretty rough position at the edge of the stage, but is able to get back on without any trouble.
Okay, Unleash gonna be looking for that jab, jumping back on, delaying the timing just a little tiny bit.
Nuggetz lucky to not get hit in all 3 hits of that. Does take a little bit of damage, but still keeps the percent lead, doesn't get hit off stage, anything like that.
Waits out the down air, waits out that next hit, gonna be looking for punish on like the out of shield option. Nobody's going for
movement there.
grabs.
And he catches him just swinging. We talk about how Sora has been swinging and jumping and jumping and swinging. Nuggetz catches him that time. And the constant counters coming out here not going to land either.
Okay, gets those side Bs. Waiting a little tiny bit, not able to get his hands on Daisy at that moment in time. Down to go into the up air, not killing because the Town and City ceiling is quite generous.
Now, highest ceiling on legal stages in this game as Trey will get some more damage here, send him back off stage. And anything extra he can get here, we've seen the potential for Sora to take super early stocks. So you don't want to lose this stock prematurely here.
It's
This is a Stitch face, it's dangerous.
That's that forward. Could be looking for that Stitch toss. Or maybe not quite yet. Big shield damage though.
Yep. Now, wondering if we see the side B sail break setup off that. We don't actually see that. Instead, we get 86% on Sora before Nuggetz loses the stock to that up B.
Can Nuggetz
Certainly a
close?
solid lead, but nothing that we haven't seen Unleash bring back.
Good like sweet spot too to not like hit undo failure just in case he counted.
Some more combos off this down throw. Unleash bringing this back pretty quickly. I love that, just landing, immediately jumping away to bait out the grab. Doesn't quite get the punish though. Turn it breaks up Thundaga.
Alright, just trying to come in, trying to find this next big opening. Side B is going to be the move of choice yet again.
And side B just such a strong option in a matchup like this, where your opponent has so many movement options, but they can't be shielding during those movement options. So just a call out on so many different things that could all happen at the same time.
Z-drop tries to maybe catch like a jump or something, but you know, good coverage, forcing Unleash into the corner. And then it is again, like, Nuggetz needs to get the stock off. I feel like that's been the biggest struggle of tonight.
It has, and it certainly, you know, can be a problem in matchups like this, where, as we talked about, edge guarding Sora really difficult. But Nuggetz finds that forward air. He's the one step from winning this bracket.
Yep.
Or one stock, rather.
Good damage, 30% onto the board. Downer backs away, yeah.
Good avoidance. Not able to punish the side B at the end there, but still doing a good job here. Faraga into up smash. Haven't seen that one before.
Tries to land with the back heel. Good patience. Nuggetz just like not jumping into anything too soon. You have a lot on the line at this point. Unleash just can't land, eating so many different up airs. Big out of shield punish. That down air was a bit antsy.
Yep, that was a good call out from Nuggetz. That's not something Unleashed has shown that much here. I mean, we've only seen 2 or 3 of those
And he got punished.
all night. But Nuggetz ready for it, gets the punish. It wasn't high enough for the auto cancel height. The other doesn't quite kill either.
Yeah, a little bit too low to do such a thing at that moment in time. Gets back on, fades back, and just past the back heel. Phenomenal spacing on behalf of Nuggetz.
I love the float movement into the roll. Like, you do the complicated movement, be like, oh, what's the Peach player doing? And then you just roll through them like, oh, surprise, I have center stage now. And we see Nuggetz able to get back into neutral because of that. It really was in a good spot until he goes too far off stage.
Yeah. All right, this is still anybody's game to take because a little bit of an up tilt, up air, 31%, you're halfway there to evening up the stock.
Nope, just 1 or 2 more hits could even this right up, but 1 or 2 more hits could take it for Nuggetz. The dot eye got canceled out by a hitbox there. But yeah, this percent lead shrinking a little bit, but still in Nuggetz' favor.
Does that toss? Oh, that actually could be so good. That could be a good late game mix-up. But
I like the idea, but
this
Nuggetz
game's
was ready
even.
for it, stayed outside the range. Goes for the F smash. Read the neutral get up, but didn't try to react to the timing, just throws it out there. I don't mind that. It'll also catch jump, and it's also going to be hard to punish.
I don't think it's a bad idea either.
Because it certainly would have won him the set if it connected. Now he's still at a slight deficit, but really nothing of particular importance. This is functionally a last hit situation.
That's another tune-up toss. He's going to be missing it. And, oh, that counter not going to be coming in clutch.
That was tight.
Nuggetz is going to be the champion of Bay State Beatdown number 45, the Shine Prelocal. I have nothing else to say.